concept is really simple, and that's why it's so good. Today, I want to talk about the number one weapon I have in my arsenal to help my business clients, and I wish that more founders would actually use this mindset themselves. It's called common sizing, and it's a really handy way to work out if your business is in balance, and also to help you compare yourself against your peers to work out what they're doing. Let me show you how it works. So common sizing, the concept is really simple, and that's why it's so good. If revenue is bringing you, whatever month you're looking at, revenue brings in 100% or 10 squares. Your subcontractors might take up 1 square. Your team costs might take up 5 squares or 50%. OpEx might take up 2, which leaves some margin for your net profit. But critically, if any of these one categories goes out of balance and your labor costs swell from 50 up to 60, 70, 80, that doesn't leave any room for your net profit, and that gets squeezed out. And that's when you become a negative profitability business. And that's not sustainable. You're going to go broke. So really critical to know what these benchmarks are for your business to help us track as we improve it. Now let's have a look at it predicting into the future. So I'm doing a lot of this at the moment. New financial year, we try and work out what the budgets are for the key categories that we can spend in the business. So if you think about our operating expenses, the big buckets I like to think about, marketing or advertising, management labor is another key category. Facilities, so that's anything to do with your office and all those associated costs. Then other OpEx is just the other big bucket. You can throw everything else in. What I do is have a look at historically what we've been spending as a percentage of revenue for these key categories, which then helps us work out into the future what we can afford to spend at that next revenue level. It gives us a ready-made budget because we can say, historically we've been hitting about 3% of marketing. We want to increase the spend up to 5 or 6% of revenue because we want to grow. And then we have a look at how that affects everything else. Critically, and the one thing I want you to take away from this is that if the business is out of balance and you have any of these key categories too big, often it's the team costs one for my agency clients. We're spending way too much on a wage bill, and that squeezes out our net profit margin. And we have to try and cut overheads and then also get more productive with the team. How that looks into the future is applying that to your future revenue number, which gives you a budget for what your marketing will spend. So you can see we're just timesing our future forecasted revenue by our assumed common sizing percent to give us what that dollar figure budget will be for that category. And that's how you work out how much you've got to play with, what bucket you can spend without getting out of budget. Hopefully that's useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.